Hey you, what up? Welcome to my channel, welcome back. Today we are testing new makeup. I'm Maryam, by the way, and I have a lot of new makeup in front of me, so much that I may have to divide this video into two videos just because we have lots of holiday collections, we have just lots of new stuff. But usually in these videos, I like to apply all of these new products to my face, to test them out, to see how they wear, and to see what kind of a look I can come up with. So this is today's look, this is what I came up with. So of course, I'll also be walking you through the tutorial. So if you like how this looks, then keep on watching. With that said, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Wednesdays and Sundays videos is where it's at. And now, onto the video, testing new makeup. Here we come. Alright, so to begin, I am going to apply my DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder as a primer all over my face. Today, even though I'm testing new makeup, and this isn't new per se, I am actually trying to be very thoughtful with what I apply onto my face. So today's a Friday, and later tonight, Swatch Model and I are going on a double date with one of my best friends, Millie, and her boo. And we're going to this amazing new restaurant. So I kind of want to look good, you know? Because sometimes with these testing new makeup videos, I don't really care if products don't mesh well. I don't really mind if there's mistakes. I don't mind if like things don't go my way, especially if I don't have anywhere to go and I can just remove the makeup afterwards. But today I actually have somewhere to go, so I want to be very thoughtful. I want to be very specific with the products that I use. And so for me, because I'm oily AF, I need to make sure that my skin makeup, my foundation, lasts all day and all night. So this is what's going to help. All right, so for my foundation today, oh my God, there are so many PR packages in this room. This room is like borderline hoarder's corner over here, so bear with me. So for my foundation today, I'm gonna reach for this Makeup Forever PR package. And although this is not a new foundation, we have the Makeup Forever HD Skin, which I already love. But what's cool about this is that they are marketing the Redness Corrector Primer as a mixer for your foundation. So for example, this HD Skin foundation in the shade 3Y40 is probably like way too warm and way too golden for me. And this one, 2Y20, is probably like a little bit too peach. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna customize my coverage by mixing in the green. I also have this foundation brush, 109, very unique shape, like a flattened but somewhat curved teardrop. You see that? It looks like a little axe. So I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of this foundation onto the back of my hand. It looks very, very orange to me. It's just like too light, you know? I'm gonna take this Redness Corrector Primer, I'm gonna add a couple of drops of that, and I'm gonna mix it. Still a little bit too orangey, so I'm gonna mix a pinch more. We are actually getting somewhere with this mixture. All right, so now I'm gonna test out this cool looking brush. Wow, I gotta say, first impression, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I knew this was probably going to work because I already love this foundation and I wear it a lot in the colder weather months. Also, this is the type of foundation that looks great on camera, but also in person. It doesn't look super heavy and cakey, but it does give really, really great coverage. This brush feels like it's airbrushing the product onto my skin, and who doesn't love that? I love the fact that this brush is like narrow enough to get in between my eyebrows and around my eyebrows and around my hairline, but then it's still wide enough to cover my entire 5 head in just one swipe. Look at that, pretty genius. All right, so that was a very sheer layer. I applied most of it to the perimeter of my face, not so much to the center. But now I'm thinking I want to build it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna dip back into this mixture. I still have plenty of product left over. I'm gonna see if I can build it up. This week has been so crazy for me, you guys. And not a crazy bad, it's been a crazy good, just also crazy busy. And right now it's Friday. I always film my Sunday videos on Fridays, and today is kind of like my last busy day. Not only am I filming, but I also have a double date later tonight. But when I tell you that it's been non-stop for us, for me and for the Swatch Model, for the last like 8 days, I'm not exaggerating. The moment that we came back from Chicago, we were there for a wedding last weekend, it's been just go, go, go every single day. It's been so many events, so many holiday parties, I went to a Bobbi Brown holiday soiree. Yesterday was the MAC holiday party, which makes sense because both MAC and Bobbi Brown are owned by Estee Lauder. So their holiday parties are happening a little bit earlier than the holiday season. I think they're being smart about it, just to like get that out of the way. But yeah, it's been so fun just like catching up with old friends, networking, meeting new people. But also at the same time, it is definitely exhausting because all of these parties and all these outings and events, they include alcohol. They do not include extra hours of sleep. So I'm just like hanging in there by a thread. Cannot wait to wake up tomorrow on a Catterday, all cuddled up with my cats, maybe go to the gym, maybe take it easy for the rest of the day. Oh, I am so looking forward to tomorrow. All right, I am liking my coverage so far. I do still think it's just like a little bit too warm. At least it appears a little too warm in the monitor as I'm looking at myself. In the mirror, it looks quite nice, quite right, but in the monitor, I don't know. But I will say this brush is fantastic. All right, so now I'm just gonna remove this mixture from my hand. I think I wanna move on. Not me realizing I didn't grab concealer from my other room, but not to worry. I have my trusty KOSAS concealer over here, which is like one of a few KOSAS products that I like. I'm still getting to know this brand, and I'm still like in the process of finding my favorites. This one is one of my favorites, but so far I'm not crazy about their foundation. I guess maybe this is a brand that I'm still exploring. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit while I work on the brows, and then I realized, hey, my brows are already done. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been liking a thinner, more groomed brow lately. Not super thin, not like 90s thin. My brows are not drawn on. These are still my hairs. They're just laminated, and I laminate them in a thinner way, so I kind of like glue them to themselves and push them to the center to create a finer line as opposed to like a more spiky or like wide type of brow. But I've been liking this look lately. I just feel like it feels current. So now I'm gonna blend out the concealer. I'm gonna blend out the chin first using my Rare Beauty concealer brush. One of my favorite concealer brushes, by the way. So, so good. Next, I'm gonna blend out this area in between my brows. Just wanna blend it in with the forehead. Also gonna blend out this little line that I created on my nose. I think my nose is already, what's the word? It's pretty defined. I have like a very pointy tip. I don't really like contouring my nose so much, but adding a highlighter I think is okay. You know, but I'm mentioning that because I think all of these makeup techniques have to be individualized to your individual features. You know, sometimes you see people on TikTok and on IG, even here on YouTube, following the rules, the techniques or whatnot, and you just always have to remind yourself that it is not a one size fits all type of situation when it comes to makeup technique. You know, not everyone needs to contour their nose or their cheekbones. Just like how for some people, they absolutely cannot live without contouring their nose or cheekbones, you know? So it's like a individual, preferential, whatever works for you type of situation. So I like to highlight around my nose because my nostril folds are kind of deep in there. And so I just like to pop them out a little bit. I feel like that helps me brighten my own face. And then I always keep my foundation brush handy just so I can blend it out with the rest of my makeup so it doesn't look like a chipmunk face. I think that works fine. But look at my chin. It looks so white right now. I'm gonna go over that, blend it out a little bit better. Alrighty, same thing with the under eye, just lifting that outer corner. This is something that I think works well on just about anyone. Just makes you look a little bit more awake, a little bit brighter eyed, you know? And then obviously in the inner corner, because that is where most of us get our darkness. That is where the lack of sleep shows up. So this is what we want to conceal. Boom, bam. I also must mention that as tired as I am this week, at the end of the week, I have had so much fun. Like, yes, it's been go, 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 and it's been a lot of outfit changes, and it's been a lot of dresses. If you guys follow me on the gram, you know. It's been very high maintenance around here. But at the same time, sometimes I feel like all that effort that I put in is worth it, you know? I go to these events, I get to talk to like-minded individuals, people in my field, you know, I get to catch up with other content creators, people that I've known for years, for almost a decade now. Because you guys, I have been doing this for almost a decade now. It is freaking wild, and it is crazy to think that this is my career, this is my life, and to still be able to have fun at your job is amazing. I have no words. I have to like take a moment of silence just to appreciate and just to be grateful for this position that I'm in, which in big part is thanks to you guys. Thanks for all your support. All right, moving on. I am looking much brighter and much fresher, so now I'm going to set everything. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Tone Up Rose that I've been using a lot lately because it's been living in this room, but I actually should relocate it because I really do like this product. And when I get ready for events, I usually don't get ready in this room. I get ready in my other room, which is also like my closet and my makeup room. But this room is like strictly for content creation. So all the makeup that's here is literally what I use for filming my YouTube videos, my IG reels, TikToks. I say that because some of these products I literally don't use in real life. Like for example, this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, this big giant jug lives in this makeup room because to me, it looks so good on camera. Like you can instantly see a difference in the skin once you apply this on camera, but in person, I think this product is just a little bit too heavy. So it's not something that I use in my daily life, but it's something that I like to use on camera. It's very photogenic. I should probably make a video about that. Camera-friendly makeup products versus real-life friendly makeup products. I mean, I already have my Makeup for Real Life series, but I think it would be cool to do like half face of just camera-friendly versus real-life friendly products. I think I might be onto something. Let me know your thoughts. All right, so I am gonna use the Laura Mercier today. Even though I am going out, it's okay. So I'm just gonna lightly dust this all over the face, just so I can add my additional products and so I can finally test out some newness. All right, so for the first new product that I'm testing out today, I have the Lift Tinted Huebeam Blushing Bronzer Duo. So this is a clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and fragrance-free product from my girl DECAY, and this is a stunning looking bronzer blush. So on the bottom we have a bronzer, then in the center, and actually this takes up most of the real estate, we have a very shimmery blush, kind of like a ruby tone blush, and then at the very top, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a nudie type of blush, maybe a highlighter or perhaps like a bronzer for lighter skin tones. But anyway, I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna first test the blush. Wow, that picked up a lot of product. Was not expecting that. I'm gonna grab a flat kabuki brush and blend that out. Thankfully, it is blending, but this is quite pigmented. But oh man, the color is very beautiful. You just have to be careful with how much you pick up initially. Maybe keep a flat brush handy just so you can blend it out quickly before it gets a chance to really set. I do feel like I have a line right here though from that initial first swipe, but I'm feeling like I can still make it work. Like if I add a little bit of highlighter on top, I can still make it work. But damn, that color is striking. It is so beautiful. So let me be very careful on this side of the face. I'm actually going to be wearing my hair this way today, so I'm not really so worried about this side of the face. But this one, I'm gonna try to get it right. Oh man, this is so beautiful. Giving me goddess vibes. I'm just gonna clean up underneath with some powder. Overall, I think it looks good. Actually, now that I've done that, I'm gonna pick up my One Size palette. I've been using this one a lot lately. It's a very subtle bronzer slash contour powder for me. This is in the shade Light Trio. And because I'm not someone who really likes to go heavy with the contour, I'm just using this light one, even though typically I would go for a medium or for a tan. But this to me is just so subtle and it adds just the right amount of color to make it believable. I'm gonna do the same thing here. So I have a lot more products that I can test out in the blushes and bronzers and highlighters category, but all of them are a part of holiday collections from MAC, from NARS, from Sigma, from all of these different brands. But I kind of want to do a separate testing new makeup video, or like what's new in makeup, holiday edition, holiday sets edition, because there's just so much. And in order for me to like go through it all, I think I may need to separate. So be on the lookout for that, especially if you love holiday collections and holiday makeup. But this is the face so far. I'm feeling like I might need to clean up the bottom of that blush. So for that, I'm gonna go with my NARS. I believe this is also from the holiday collection, but from last year. I'm gonna go with the Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. This one, I think this is one of my favorite powders to clean up any mistakes or to do that little bit of reverse contouring. So something like that. I'm just gonna cut that area right underneath the cheek and bring it down. I typically don't do this, but today I'm doing it. So basically it's a line from the corner of the mouth to the top of the ear, corner of the mouth, and where the ear starts right here. And then I'm just gonna let that chill. I'm gonna beat that off at the end of the video once I'm done with my makeup, but for now, this is like my favorite trick. Also, this particular powder looks incredible on camera. I actually did one of my friend's makeup for her wedding earlier this year, and when I tell you, this powder made her look so snatched her entire wedding long. Let's actually move on to the eyes. From Dose of Colors, I have two new eyeshadow palettes called 9 Years Ago and 9 Years Later. Oh my gosh. So I think this might be their anniversary palette. And I actually remember when Dose of Colors first came out. Anna, the founder of Dose of Colors, has also been doing social media for a decade, if not longer. And I remember when we were on Instagram together, and she was like one of the first makeup artists or like makeup influencers to come out with her new line. And so here we are, 9 years ago and 9 years later. This is so cool. This is like making me a little bit emotional. I love this. Okay, so first of all, these two palettes are really beautiful. The packaging is stunning. The colors are just very smart and very well thought out. So I'm thinking this is what I want to use today. I kind of want to go for something neutral. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be dipping into both or maybe just the 9 Years Later, but I'm definitely going to dip into something. I'm going to go for the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. Do you guys remember this one? This is what I used to use 9 years ago when I first started blogging. This was like the first eyeshadow primer that everybody was obsessed with. Like before this product, everybody's eyeshadows were creasing. But then Urban Decay came out with this primer and it was like game changing. I will say though, I was never really a huge fan of this primer. It was finicky and you needed to blend it out very, very, very quickly in order for it to not dry patchy. So that is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to blend it out very quickly. Make sure I'm getting into all of those crevices, outer corners. Yeah. I'm gonna take a small fluffy brush, Morphe R39. I'm gonna dip into this flesh tone shade. The mirror in here is wonderful. I'm going to carve out my eye socket and lift that up just like that. Oh, so beautiful. And then same thing here. All right, something like that. Next, I'm gonna take a fine brush, perhaps a pointed brush, and a deeper shade, maybe this one. And I'm gonna carve out and deepen that outer corner like that. And then I'm gonna go back to the fluffy brush and then just blend that out like that. Okay, next, flat brush. This is Sculpt number 13 brush in collaboration with Ash. I'm gonna take the matte creamy shade and add it to the negative space, just like that. Oh yeah, okay. Got a little carried away there. Let me grab the same brush and back to the deeper shade and just to re-emphasize that corner once more, like that. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is reach for a liner, also from Dose of Colors, in the shade Espresso. I want to line very, very closely to my lashes. And then I'm going to gently extend that pencil liner into that outer corner, but I don't want it to be super sharp. I want it to be just kind of blended into it, kind of like that. And then I'm gonna take that same pencil, kind of emphasize the crease, and just ever so slightly connect those two. You see that? That's the vibe for today. Okay, same thing on this eye, and then just blending with that pencil brush. And then of course, if you want to emphasize, I'm gonna grab a liquid liner. I'm gonna actually just like look at my eyes real quick, just making sure that they are even. There, and there. So fun. Okay, now to repeat on the other side. And okay, ooh, I am feeling so ferocious right now. I'm gonna do one more thing, and that is bring this line a pinch more in, and same thing here. There we go. And now I'm liking where we are heading. Quick lash. Using the Maybelline Stiletto mascara that I'm still testing out. I've only tried it one other time. It's supposed to be waterproof, which is why I reached for it. I'm gonna take a really precise brush, pick up a little bit of that pencil on that precise brush, just like that. This is the same espresso pencil that I used before. And starting at my outer lower lash line, I'm going to extend a second wing, like that. And I'm doing that literally in just one stroke. And then I'm gonna connect that to the lower lash line. Do the same thing on the other side. Next, I'm gonna set that with eyeshadow, this one here. And then same thing on the other eye. Beautiful. I'm gonna take another precise brush. I'm gonna dip into a shimmery shade. Let's go for this one. I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer right in between, just for a little bit of a sparkle, for a bit of a festive vibe. Oh my God, it's so pretty. And I'm gonna sharpen that line real quick, and just like that. I am very pleased with this eye look, if I do say so myself. Add a little bit of that sparkle to the inner corner. I'm gonna add my lashes now. Lashes, I kind of want to go with something simple. Perhaps these House of Lashes Divine Light lashes. As always, I gotta cut them to size. Okay, so we are almost done Lashes are on. Camera cut off as I was gluing my lashes on, but here they are. I really, really like the style. It is very dainty, but very natural and pretty, and I think it's perfect for this look. All right, so then the next thing I'm gonna do is reach for some lippies from Give by Gwen Stefani. Here she is. And I am thinking, I'm gonna do kind of like a nudie lip. So we have these two overlining lip pencils, because Gwen is an overlining queen, and so am I, so that's perfect for me. And then we also have these lip glosses, these high performance lip glosses. I'm just gonna pick up a couple of neutral shades. My God, this is so unique and different. Look at this blade of a lip liner. And then on the other side, we have a brush. This is so cool. Okay, let's try it. So this is in the shade Do Whatever. Love that. I love the fact that this is curved, but it just broke. So don't love that. Oh, damn, it really just broke. And it's no longer curved. The shape of the component that's holding the lip liner is curved as well. So as I'm applying it, it's actually curving the product. So this feels kind of innovative to me, but there's also definitely a learning curve to this curve. The color is definitely very, very wearable, just like a good classic nude. So now let me try the brush side. Brush is way too flimsy. So now I'm gonna go for the gloss. I'm gonna go for this nudie gloss called Sweet Tooth. Oh my, it smells amazing, but this color is just a lot lighter than what I was going for. So I'm gonna go for a different shade called All My Love. I'm gonna add that to the corners, much better. It's all right, cute. Definitely feels like an old school lip gloss. But now that we're done, it's time to remove my crazy lines from the face, leaving us only with the contour and the blush. And now let's release the hair and let us show off the final look. So I don't know if you can tell, but I can definitely tell this was a really good testing new makeup type of video. Probably because I was extra careful and extra choosy with how I layer the products and how I actually apply them. I was very specific with what I wanted. I knew that I wanted to look good at the end of this video, and I think I was able to achieve that with this look. I really like how everything is working together. Really, really enjoyed this Dose of Colors 9 Years Later palette. I thought it was very wearable, just very friendly for beginners or for makeup artists. The quality of the eyeshadows were smooth and very buttery, and I think I was able to create a very current but throwbacky sort of look that I am pleased with. I am excited to wear it out tonight. Overall, everything else has really worked well in unison. There's no complaints whatsoever. So I feel like this was a really good trial. I'm feeling positive, I'm feeling good, and so I want to share that energy with you so you can take it with you wherever you go. On that positive note, I'm gonna zoom on out. I'm gonna wish you guys a farewell. Peace out, I'm out, and I love you. Deuces.